Hey Andrew, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, man. Now that the season's over, like when you reflect on it, like what was it like when you went through, that first half of the year? Obviously, you're the fourth overall pick. You're getting a lot of attention at left tackle. You're getting a lot of criticism, obviously. What was it like going through that and then coming out the other side? You obviously played a lot better down the stretch.
Obviously, didn't start out, the way I wanted to. But being a rookie playing left tackle in the NFL, it's a tough deal. So it just took time, continue to work, just keep my head down, try not to pay too much attention to the media. Obviously, there's social media and things like that, but just trying to stay focused on getting better every day. And I think that just helped me throughout the season.
And you obviously are going against, premier pass rushers almost every week. How much did you learn from this season going against guys like you did?
Learned so much. That's the biggest thing I think from college to NFL is just how much you have to study your craft and your techniques, because those rushers, they study you. They know your sets, they know your hand placement, all those things. And if you make one small mistake, it can tumble into a snowball effect and be a bad game for you. So that's been the biggest thing I've learned so far.
Thanks.
Hi, Leonard.
Hey, Andrew, was it big for you to finish the season with a really strong individual game on your part?
Definitely, I think we all played well as an offensive line. The whole offense played well, but definitely we lost to the Cowboys the first time. Didn't have a great game first time we played them. So I had a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to go in, have a good game. Even though it didn't turn out the way we wanted to by making the playoffs, but still want to go out and put a good show for the fans.
When you enter this offseason here, I know it's still fresh, but what do you think about as far as how you're going to improve and what you need to improve going into year two?
Yeah, just going back to the technique thing at left tackle, you have to have very good technique, and the biggest thing for me is making it muscle memory. The things that I've learned over the year to make them natural, so I don't have to think about them; it just naturally happens. So that's going to be the biggest thing. Focusing on my simple things, just my stance, simple things like hand placement, things like that, just to make sure that next year when I come around, those things are ingrained in me.
Thanks.
Yep.
Forbes. Hey, Andrew.
How you doing?
Hey, did you keep track? Did you kind of build a little bond with the other, three premier left tackles in the draft, and you kind of keep up on them throughout your rookie season and their rookie season?
Yeah, I talked to them. Obviously, we played the Browns and the Bucks, so I talked to Tristan and Jedra after the game. But yeah, I keep up with them.
Did you get a sense? Is there a sense of pride? You were the first one to go. Was there a sense of pride in that looking back? And do you want to be the best of them because guys are getting accolades all over the place? Maybe they started faster than you, things like that. Do you want to be the leader of that group when all is said and done?
For me, I look at it as running my own race. I want all those guys to be successful, obviously, but for me, I want to be the best player I can be, the best player I can be for the Giants, for my teammates, and that's what I'm working to be. If I'm focused on what's going on outside of me, that takes away from being the best player I can be. So I'm just focusing on myself.
And one more, when you say you're focused on your own race, does that mean finishing the race in front as opposed to starting the race in front?
No, it just means running my race. Not paying attention to what's going on in the other lanes. Just focusing on what Andrew has to do, what he has to do to get better, and that's what I've been doing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Andrew, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, Nick Gates the other day, he said that one of your best attributes is being even-keeled. Obviously, this was an up and down year for you. A lot of changes, a lot of things, went on, adjusting to the NFL. How did that help you, or did it help you to just sort of navigate, the nature of this season for you?
I think it definitely helps because if you don't know who you are and understand, what you bring to the table, playing in the NFL, playing left tackle and not performing the way you might want to, it can be a lot on somebody if you don't understand who you are and understand, what you worked for. So I think being even keel, understanding that when I play well, that's great. What do I need to work on? If I don't play well, what I need to work on, I think that keeps me steady, regardless of, the highs and lows of a season.
And when you said understand who you are, So I guess the natural extension of that is, who is Andrew Thomas then as a player, as a person?
Right. And that's, for me personally, just being the guy that the Giants drafted, athletic offensive tackle with great length, physical, great feet, to be able to protect the quarterback. And if you know who you are, know what you bring to the table, then, eventually it'll come out.
Thank you.
Yep.
We'll take three more. Tom Rock, Dunleavy, Pat Leonard. Tom Rock.
Andrew, we talked to Coach Gooch the other day, and he said that he puts rookies and kickers in sort of their own basket on the side, and doesn't particularly care for either of them. Next year you're not going to be a rookie. Shane's not going to be a rookie. Matt's not going to be a rookie. You're going to have a Nick at center who won't be in his rookie year at that position. What are the reasons? What are the causes for optimism? And do you like the future of this offensive line?
Definitely. I love this group. We went through a lot this year. Obviously with COVID, different position coaches, not being, playing the way we wanted to as a unit. And we stuck together. We continue to fight. We continue to push for each other. And I'm excited to play with this group. Definitely it's going to be, a little bit different coming in the next year, not being a rookie, understanding what's going on, what it's like. So, I'm excited for it.
Do you think that obviously you have very high expectations coming in here as a rookie first round draft pick. Do you think that the expectations will be even higher as a second year first round draft pick?
I have, goals for myself personally that I want to play well. I want to perform, obviously better than I did last year. But I think as a group, we all, have the expectations to perform well, to, protect the quarterback and open holes for our running backs, to make plays.
Thank you.
Yep.
Andrew, did you say exactly what you're doing this offseason? Are you going back to Georgia? Are you working with Paul Alexander again? What's your offseason plan?
Yeah, my plan is not set all the way yet. I'm just trying to figure out some things, with COVID and all those things going on. So I'm trying to, set that down. I do want to go back to Georgia for a little bit, but I'm not sure exactly what my plan is yet.
And then did you get a chance at all via text or anything to build any kind of relationship with Nate Solder, maybe during the Zooms, or did you keep in touch during the season since, he was the left tackle before you and he'll be back on the teams, presumably next year?
Yeah, so I never got to meet Nate in person, but we talked a little bit on the phone and stuff like that before, he opted out and everything, but just got to know him a little bit. And then throughout the season, we've been in contact. He, checks on me every now and then. He actually texted me this morning, but, just making sure I keep my head on straight and, give me pointers and things like that. So, good guy.
Last one here, Pat Leonard.
Andrew, what was it like working with Gooch? How did he help you as an offensive lineman, and how different was it being coached by him in the second half of the season compared to Colombo in the first half?
Yeah, it's a different style of coaching. Coach Judge always says this, and it's a little different from Colombo because, Colombo played in the NFL. He understands, as offensive tackle, what you have to do. And Gooch is a little bit different. He always tells us, he was like, I can't do what you guys do, but I understand, how to get y'all in the right position to do what you need to do. And that's the kind of approach that he takes, which is different from Colombo. But I think both helped me, in my development, as a player.